Hello my friends, I'm Frankie and welcome to Club Foodie. I love trying all kinds of different and new food items. It piques my curiosity. Sometimes I can be disappointed and other times I'm very pleased. Either way, it's always fun to experiment. Years ago, I came across this particular condiment and after trying it, I was hooked immediately. And without any hesitation, I just had to make it. In today's episode, I'll show you how to make my Bourbon Maple Bacon Jam. OMG! This is incredibly tasty. Every bite makes you want more. This flavorful savory jam can be used as a condiment but also as an ingredient for other recipes. It's totally a must-try. So my friends, let's get cooking.
Very easy. So we'll start by cutting a pound of bacon to about half an inch thick before moving on to the stove. So we'll dump the bacon into a cold, large saucepan and then set the heat to medium. Why a cold pan at first? Well, because we want to slowly render the fat so it cooks evenly without seizing it and ending up with some burnt bits. Starting in a cold pan will give you a nice crispy bacon. Now, when I cook bacon for breakfast or other recipes than this one, I use the oven method. But again, today we're making bacon jam, a different story. Another thing I'd like to mention is here in Canada, we have maple flavored bacon in store, which is perfect for this recipe. It gives more flavor. So if you come across some, I suggest you get it. Alright, so we'll just stir the bacon pieces around, taking our time, sipping our coffee, and not rushing out. This is one of those things that takes some time. And as I said, we want to render the fat slowly. So, after 20 minutes, it should be like this. But it's not quite there yet. We need to cook it a little longer until it gets to this stage. When we see foam on the surface, we're almost there. But we'll let it cook a little more, maybe another 3-4 minutes. We want the bacon almost cooked, just like this. So we'll remove from the heat and drain the bacon through a fine sieve sitting over a bowl. The added bonus with this recipe is we'll end up with some nice bacon fat that we can reuse for other dishes. While it's draining, we'll go back to the stove. So using the same saucepan on medium heat, we'll add butter and about half a tablespoon of bacon fat. When it's hot, we'll add yellow onions and sprinkle with ground sea salt to help them sweat. We'll stir well and cook for 10 minutes or until the onions are translucent. While they're cooking, we'll chop the drained bacon. So although the pieces are small, we'll cut them smaller to give the jam the right texture. If there are some bigger bits, it's not a big deal. It will still taste awesome. Trust me. Next, about 10 minutes later, when the onions are nicely cooked, we'll add our chopped bacon. To this, we'll add brown sugar, cooking sherry, smoked paprika, and a hint of freshly ground black pepper. We'll give a good stir until the ingredients are well blended before pouring in some brewed coffee. And we'll combine with the mixture. Now, to make sure the bacon won't burn, we'll reduce the heat to medium-low and cook for 5 minutes, stirring often. Next, we'll add a good quality maple syrup and bourbon. Then we'll mix everything together and cook for 20 minutes. When time is up, we'll remove from the heat and let the jam cool off for a few minutes before spooning it into an airtight container. Oh, if you could only smell it. But I guess you will, because you'll be making some real soon. So we'll let it cool to room temperature before transferring it to the fridge. And my friends, this is our Bourbon Maple Bacon Jam. As my husband David said, we can have this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. This condiment is amazingly tasty and versatile as well. Do yourself a favor and make it as soon as you can. I hope you give it a try soon, and be sure to visit clubfoodie.com for ingredient amounts and more info. Until next time, my friends, bon appétit!